Here they come. They're off and pacing on the outside. Vance Lobel out sharply for the lead. Old Mustard came away well along the pylons to be second. Driving out third is Park Avenue Mike, 3 wide into the backstretch. Original Work fourth, now third, and moving up in fifth position to the quarter, Placid Bill. 2 lengths back, Happy Cal sixth, racing in seventh, Satin Star. Luciano is eighth, Capture and Park ninth, Native Scooter, the early trailer. They move on to the backstretch and race to the quarter from the outside. Original Work now takes the lead. Quarter, 28-1, Original Work to the front. Vance Lobel racing second. On the outside and third, Park Avenue Mike. Old Mustard along the inside is fourth. Racing in fifth, Placid Bill, Happy Cal sixth. Satin Star towards the inside with no place to go, seven. Capture and Parked on the outside in eighth. To the outside, Native Scooter moves up nine. Luciano at the end. They race to the half, and from the outside, Park Avenue Mike now puts his head in front. On the inside, Original Work battling back second. These two battle off a half, 57-1. Original Work on the inside, Park Avenue Mike on the outside. They go head and head for the lead. Towards the inside with no place to go, third. Vance Lobel ranging up on the outside, fourth. Here comes Happy Cal. Capture Him comes out on the outside, fifth. Old Mustard shuffled, no place to go, sixth. Native Scooter moving up 3 wide, seventh. Luciano is eighth. Placid Bill shuffled ninth. Satin Star shuffled 10th. They turn for home in the opener, 3/4, 128-4. On the outside, it's Vance Lobel. On the inside, coming through to challenge Original Work. Racing in third through the stretch comes Old Mustard, followed by Happy Cal. Up on the outside, Native Scooter coming on, and Native Scooter is fastest of all in the lane. It's Native Scooter now taking the lead, racing in second. Vance Lobel, they come to the wire. Native Scooter in front, Vance Lobel second. Placid Bill finished well to be third. Old Mustard was fourth. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Van Cruz and Raven Alone left for the lead. Champollion came away third. JB Hot Rod settles in fourth. Random Pattern came away fifth, and the early trailer is Sammy R. Willoughby. They move on to the backstretch, and Van Cruz has put all others behind him. He shows the way. Racing in second, Champollion. Raven Alone settles in third. JB Hot Rod fourth. Random Pattern fifth, and Sammy R. Willoughby at the end. They're on to the backstretch and race to the quarter. Van Cruz shows the way to a quarter, 29 1/5. It's Van Cruz, the leader, racing in second on the inside. Champollion up on the outside. There goes Random Pattern. He looks like he wants the lead. Random Pattern on the outside. Van Cruz on the outside. On the inside, these two battle for the lead. Racing in third. Champollion 2 lengths back to Raven Alone fourth. JB Hot Rod now first over on the outside, fifth, and needs to make up 5 lengths, trailing the field. Sammy R. Willoughby, they're off a half, 57-4. They move around the turn. Random Pattern, the leader, up on the outside. Here comes Champollion to be second. Van Cruz covered up in third. JB Hot Rod gains would cover on the outside, fourth. Raven Alone shuffled fifth. Sammy R. Willoughby still at the end. 5 lanes covers the field. Final 3/8 of the mile. Random Pattern on the inside, Champollion on the outside. They go head and head, nose and nose for the lead. Van Cruz wants racing from third. JB Hot Rod hanging on the outside, fourth. Sammy R. Willoughby to the outside, fifth. Raven Alone, sixth. They're on their way home. Champollion now takes the lead and draws away by 3. Random Pattern second. Van Cruz third. JB Hot Rod fourth. Sammy R. Willoughby fifth. Raven Alone looks for racing room. It's Champollion, the leader, racing in second. Random Pattern in third. Sammy R. Willoughby. JB Hot Rod is fourth. Champollion has the lead. Random Pattern second. Sammy R. Willoughby third. Here they come. Chutters are sent on their way, and Vanna Triton left well for the lead. Towards the inside, Miss McDougal left, followed by Guitar Zan third. Driving up from the outside, Royal Finn fourth. On the inside, Wishful Chinaman fifth. Up on the outside, Park six, Spanish Tune. Caught 3 wide to the back stretch, Chalky Express. Then in between horses, Nothing Can Stop Us, followed by Surcharge came away ninth, and Royal Finn is the trailer. Make that Kickapoo Chief is the trailer. They race to the quarter in 29 3, and your leader, Guitar Zan, racing in second. That's Vanna Triton. On the outside, Park third is Royal Finn, coming away fourth, Miss McDougal. 2 lengths back, Wishful Chinaman, followed up on the outside, Spanish Tune. Chalky Express is next, then to the outside, Nothing Can Stop Us, followed by Surcharge, trailing Kickapoo Chief. They trot to the half, and Royal Finn now takes the lead with a rush. Spanish Tune moves quickly to challenge. Halfway home, 59 seconds flat, and Spanish Tune now rolls to the front. Racing in second, Royal Finn, 2.5 lengths back. Guitar Zan is third, ranging up on the outside fourth. Comes Wishful Chinaman. Then to the outside in fifth is Chalky Express, off stride and dropping back on the turn, Royal Finn. They turn for the money, and Spanish Tune leads by 4. Guitar Zan on the inside, second. Wishful Chinaman third. To the outside, Chalky Express fourth. Nothing Can Stop Us to the outside, fifth. They're in the final 3/16, and Spanish Tune has the lead by 2. Guitar Zan's closing on the inside, second. Wishful Chinaman third. Chalky Express has gone a huge effort, and he's coming on the outside, fourth. Racing in fifth, Miss McDougal. Spanish Tune's trying to get home. On the outside, here comes Chalky Express. Wishful Chinaman, Nothing Can Stop Us. Now it's Wishful Chinaman getting the lead. Wishful Chinaman getting up. Chalky Express, a huge effort to be second, and I think Nothing Can... Here they come. They're off and pacing. Rosie's Lightning left for the lead. From the outside, Anxious to Be Me left. And along the inside, Video Bandit. In fourth position, Barefoot Dancer off stride on the turn. Rosie's Lightning. Rosie's Lightning's off stride. Carried wide were Anxious to Be Me and Money Making Grant. Also wide to the back stretch, Nuke Be Quick and Mr. Brad. On to the back stretch from the outside, Money Making Grant up to challenge and take the lead. Racing second, Video Bandit. In third is Barefoot Dancer. The quarter went in 30 1/5. It's Money Making Grant, the leader. Racing in second, Video Bandit. Barefoot Dancer third. In fourth, Anxious to Be Me. To the outside, there goes Psychosis up to be fifth. Moving up with cover 6, Nuke Be Quit. Joint session to the outside, on the move 7th. Mr. Brad parked in 8th. Broadway Mysticism 9th. Rosie's Lightning back pacing, but trails the field. They race to the half, and Psychosis now rolls to the front. They've reached the half in 59 3. It's Psychosis, the leader by 2. Up on the outside, here comes Nuke Be Quick to be second. Money Making Grant along the inside, third. To the outside, Video Bandit comes on fourth. Towards the inside in fifth, Barefoot Dancer. Joint session on the outside, 6. Anxious to Be Me looks for Racing Room 7th. Then it's Broadway Mysticism, Mr. Brad, and Rosie's Lightning. Heads are turned for home in the fourth at Balmoral, and from the outside, Nuke Be Quick now takes the lead. Video Bandit's charging up on the outside, and Video Bandit now rolls to the front. Psychosis trying to fight back on the inside with Nuke Be Quick in between those two. Money Making Grant racing fourth, Barefoot Dancer fifth. Anxious to Be Me and Broadway Mysticism are coming on. It's Video Bandit, the leader on the inside. Nuke Be Quick, but here comes Broadway Mysticism, and he's going to get it all. Broadway Mysticism now rolls to the front, and Broadway Mysticism wins by a length and a half. Mr. Brad at 60 1 came from far back to be second. Here they come. They're often pacing. Wait up, I'm coming. Left well for the lead. The Ivy's Fireball left towards the inside. Looking for a girl like you. Third, moving up on the outside. Fourth, Anxious Dee Dee. Coming away fifth to the turn, Fancy Farmer. Racing in sixth and settling in, Surefoot Sherry. Winning Smile seventh. Awesome Viking eighth. Kirsten's Fashion at the end. They race on to the backstretch and move by the quarter. 30 and 1/5. Wait up, I'm coming. Leads up on the outside. Anxious Dee Dee moves up to challenge second. There goes Looking for a Girl Like You on the outside third. On the inside in fourth, Ivy's Fireball racing in fifth. Fancy Farmer to the outside, moving strongly a sixth. Kirsten's Fashion up to be seventh is Anxious Viking. Shuffled on the inside eighth, Surefoot Sherry, trailing but on the move, Winning Smile. They've reached the half in 59 and 4. Your new leader now, Looking for a Girl Like You. Looking for a Girl Like You leads by two. Anxious Dee Dee second a length up on the outside to be third on the turn. Kirsten's Fashion. Wait up, I'm coming, no place to go. Fourth to the outside in fifth, Awesome Viking. Sixth along the inside, Ivy's Fireball to the outside in seventh. Winning Smile shuffled eighth. Fancy Farmer, Surefoot Sherry at the end. They turn for home, 3/4, 129 and 4. Looking for a Girl Like You leads by three. Coming out for the drive, second, Anxious Dee Dee. Look along the inside. Wait up, I'm coming's closing ground. Looking for a Girl Like You leads on the inside. Wait up, I'm coming is closing quickly to the leader. It's Looking for a Girl Like You on the inside. Wait up, I'm coming. These two in a drive to the wire. Here comes Wait up, I'm coming, and she's going to get there. Looking for a Girl Like You second, Ivy's Fireball third. Here they come. They're often pacing, never skip by, out very fast for the lead. Gold Star Sandstorm came away second. Mojo Racket third, Bill the Bartender fourth. Settling in fifth, DL Sam Home Pro Michael sixth. DJ's Dream seventh. What a move, the early trailer. They move on to the backstretch, and Gold Star Sandstorm doesn't want the pocket, he wants the lead. It's Gold Star Sandstorm to the front, holding the inside, never skip by. Right there in third is Mojo Racket, Bill the Bartender fourth. The opening quarter in 30 and 1/5, and now from the outside, Gold Star Sandstorm clears. There goes Mojo Racket rushing up for the lead. Mojo Racket now takes the lead, racing second. Gold Star Sandstorm never skip by third. Bill the Bartender fourth. On the outside, Home Pro Michael out looking for cover. Nobody's pulling. Towards the inside, DL Sam saves ground, followed up by DJ's Dream. What a move, trails 7 lengths would cover them all. Halfway home in 59 and 3, they move around the turn. Mojo Racket shows the way a length and a half. Up on the outside, Home Pro Michael gains ground second. Gold Star Sandstorm covered up third. To the outside, coming on fourth, DJ's Dream. Never skip by, no place to go fifth. What a move on the outside sixth. Moving up to the outside, DL Sam seventh. Bill the Bartender shuffled eighth. 4 on the inside, 4 on the outside as they turn for the money. Mojo Racket turns for home, 2 on top. On the outside, Home Pro Michael's second, losing ground third. Gold Star Sandstorm never skip by, tips to the outside. Followed on the outside by DJ's Dream. Your leader by 2 is Mojo Racket. DJ's Dream closing up on the outside. Mojo Racket with DJ's Dream coming on. It's down to these two, and DJ's Dream gets up to win it. Mojo Racket second, Home Pro Michael third. Here they come. They're often pacing. Redskin Rocky out for the lead. Passion Ration came away well to be second. In third is CJ's Best, racing in fourth. Fox Valley Arsenic. In fifth position, Take All, then it's Reformer and Big Nasty. Seventh race, Pacers move on to the backstretch, and Redskin Rocky shows the way, racing in second. Passion Ration, and now driving sharply from third. CJ's Best says, let's pick up the pace a little bit, boys. CJ's Best now rolls to the front. Redskin Rocky yields in second. Passion Ration third. The quarter went in 30 and 2. It's CJ's Best, the leader, racing second. Redskin Rocky, Passion Ration third. Fox Valley Arsenic 2 lanes back fourth. Racing in fifth, Take All. In sixth, Reformer, trailing the field. Big Nasty, and back reclaiming the lead, Redskin Rocky. It's Redskin Rocky, the leader. CJ's Best, second and third. Passion Ration, and now Passion Ration drives from third. Fox Valley Arsenic to the outside fourth. They went by the half in a minute and 3. They'll go much quicker the final half as Passion Ration takes the lead. Redskin Rocky back to second on the outside. Fox Valley Arsenic third. CJ's Best, no place to go fourth. On the inside, Big Nasty, no place to go fifth. To the outside, Take All sixth. Reformer at the end. Top of the stretch, Passion Ration turns for home. Fox Valley Arsenic ranging up on the outside. Second, Redskin Rocky third. 3/4, 1:28 and 4. In the lane, Passion Ration by 2. Fox Valley Arsenic coming out on the outside. Redskin Rocky's trying to fight back on the inside. It's Passion Ration, the leader, racing on the inside. Redskin Rocky second, racing third. Fox Valley Arsenic. Passion Ration, the leader. Redskin Rocky's coming on again. Passion Ration has enough left to win it. Redskin Rocky second. Fox Valley Arsenic third. Here they come. They're often pacing. Heart Sleeper left for the lead. Micro Plus showing speed towards the inside. Broadway Circle moves out along the pylons. Heart Sleeper to the front on the inside. Broadway Circle second. Micro Plus parked third. Yuppie Society holds in fourth. Broadway Clamor parked and moving up fifth. In sixth on the inside, Monster Mac. Then to the outside, Idiom moves up seventh. Danny's Shadow eighth. The early trailer, Flying Cam Chevy. A battle for the lead as they move on to the backstretch and race the quarter in 29 and 3. From the outside, Micro Plus now takes the lead. Broadway Clamor moves up on the outside. Second, Heart Sleeper third. Idiom now rolling up on the outside fourth. Racing up on the outside fifth. That's Monster Mac. Dropping back sharply there was Broadway Circle, and getting pushed back to last now is Yuppie Society. They race to the half. It's Broadway Clamor, the leader. Idiom on the outside, second, racing in third. Micro Plus halfway home, 58 and 1. They move around the term. Idiom now parked to the lead, now takes the lead, draws off a length and a quarter. Up on the outside, Monster Mac gains quickly in the second. Broadway Clamor third to the outside. Here comes Daddy's Shadow fourth. Moving up on the outside, fifth is Flying Cam Chevy. Back to sixth is Daddy, make that Micro Plus. Then to the outside, Yuppie Society, followed by Broadway Circle and Heart Sleeper at the end. 3/4, 1:27 and 1. They're on their way home. On the outside, Monster Mac. On the inside, Idiom. These two battle for the lead. Driving up on the outside, here comes Flying Cam Chevy. Flying Cam Chevy now takes the lead. Idiom trying to fight back second. He's gone a big effort, but it may be second best as Flying Cam Chevy starts to pull away as they come down to the wire. Flying Cam Chevy wins it by 2. Idiom second, and Monster Mac was third. Here they come. Far back at the start is 4 Barons. Trotters are sent on their way, and Noble Arrow left well for the lead. From the outside, Jubilee's Do-Right drives out. Brandy Baby also left, looking for an early spot. On the inside, Supreme Scholar is fourth, now third, as Brandy Baby drops in fourth. Up on the outside, fifth, Fox Valley Bengal. On the inside, Catherine Coe is next, followed up on the outside by Never Fish Again. Then it's B Superflow. Red Leaf Make a Buck is ninth, and far back 10th for Barents. Trotters are on to the backstretch into the quarter in a time of 29 and 3. Jubilee's Do Right now takes the lead. It's Jubilee's Do Right to the front, racing in second, Noble Earl Supreme Scholar third, Brandy Baby fourth. On the inside, Fox Valley Bengal fifth, Never Fish Again parked and moving up sixth, Catherine Coe to the outside seventh, and she's about 7 lengths from the leader. Then it's B Superflow eighth, Red Leaf Make a Buck on the outside ninth, far back out of it for Barents. They've reached the half, and we have a new leader. His name is Noble Earl. Halfway home, 58 and 4. They move around the turn. It's Noble Earl, the leader. Racing in second, Jubilee's Do Right, Supreme Scholar third. On the outside, gaining ground fourth, is Never Fish Again. Racing up on the outside, fifth, Catherine Coe. Brandy Baby, No Place to Go, sixth. On the outside, seventh, B Superflow. Racing in eighth and shuffled back is Fox Valley Bengal. Then it's Red Leaf Make a Buck, far back for Barents. Trotters turned for home, and there's confusion at the top of the stretch as Jubilee's Do Right made a break and carried Catherine Coe extremely wide. Final 3/16, Noble Earl the leader. Supreme Scholar now comes out for the drive. Catherine Coe back on course on the outside third. Fox Valley Bengal full of trot, nowhere to go along the inside. Brandy Baby, your leader still Noble Earl. Catherine Coe's closing up on the outside. On the inside, Brandy Baby. Noble Earl has the lead. Catherine Coe second, Brandy Baby third. Here they come. They're up and pacing. Majestic Glance left for the lead. Seagull to the outside left well, followed by Heroic along the pylons third. Moving up on the outside fourth is Jargo, settling in fifth. Broadway Chaperone coming away sixth, Senor Barrio. In seventh, Bears Buddy, racing in eighth, Duru, and the early trailer Unzipped. They move on to the backstretch, and from the outside, Seagold now takes the lead. Racing in second, that's Majestic Glance, and third is Heroic. They've reached the quarter in 28 and 4/5. Up the backstretch they go. Seagull the leader, racing in second. Majestic Glance, Heroic third. 2 lengths back, Jargo is fourth. Another 2 back to Broadway Chaperone fifth. To the outside, Senor Barrio on the move sixth. Duro gains ground on the outside seventh. Bears Buddy saves ground in eighth, and trailing the field Unzipped. He's about 10 lengths from the leader. Seagold and Tony Morgan going along comfortably up top, lead by a length and a half. Majestic Glance stalking second. Halfway home, 58 seconds flat. They move around the turn. It's Seagold the leader. Majestic Glance second a length. Gaining on the outside to be third is Senor Barrio. Towards the inside, Heroic, No Place to Go fourth. On the outside, coming on to be fifth is Duru, shuffled sixth inside. Jargo. They're at the top of the stretch. Seagold keeps the lead. On the outside, racing second. Senor Barrio moving 3 wide. Third is Duru, looking for racing room on the inside. Majestic Glance also coming through the inside. Heroic, they're in the lane. It's Seagold the leader. Majestic Glance out for the drive second. Towards the inside, Heroic trying to come through third. Jargo is fourth. Duru coming on fifth. Final 16th of the mile. On the outside, Majestic Glance gets the lead. Here comes Heroic charging through second. Jargo on the outside. It's Heroic coming through. Majestic Glance in front. Heroic second, Jargo third. Here they come. They're off and pacing. On the outside, Lake Hill Sandy left for the lead. Towards the inside, Giddy Up drives out. In between horses, Dream in a Pocket. In between horses, also right there, is May Scooter. Caught 3 wide to the back stretch is Sweet Ginger Bee in the 5th. Holding the inside, Lighten Up Joni came away 6th. Settling in 7th, Harbor Nightlight. In 8th position, Lady of Mystery. The trailing filly is Coda Classic. They're on to the back stretch and race to the quarter. Giddy Up shows the way. Racing in 2nd, Lake Hill Sandy. They're off a quarter, 29-1. It's Giddy Up, the leader. Lake Hill Sandy 2nd on the outside. May Scooter hung 3rd. Towards the inside, Dream in a Pocket 4th. Lighten Up Joni 5th. Harbor Nightlight now moving up strongly in the 6th. Back to 7th on the inside. Sweet Ginger Bee. Up to be 8th is Lady of Mystery. Coda Classic on the move from 9th. 8 lanes covers the field as they race side by side off a half mile in 59 seconds flat. They move around the turn. Giddy Up has the lead a length. On the outside, May Scooter parks 2nd. Lake Hill Sandy begins to look for racing room 3rd. Harbor Nightlight's going up 3 wide from 4th. Towards the inside, losing ground 5th. Dream in a Pocket. Then moving up on the outside comes Lady of Mystery. Followed along the inside with no place to go. Lighten Up Joni. They're at the top of the stretch. Giddy Up on a short lead. Harbor Nightlight, the challenger 2nd. Moving 3 wide for the drive. Here comes Lady of Mystery from far back. Sweet Ginger Bee's coming on. That's Lady of Mystery now rolling to the front, and she draws away by 3. Harbor Nightlight trying to fight back 2nd. Lake Hill Sandy now coming through the open stretch 3rd. Racing in 4th through the stretch. Dream in a Pocket. A late move by Coda Classic. Your leader is Lake Hill Sandy. Coda Classic is flying on the outside, but Lady of Mystery holds on to win it. Coda Classic, huge effort to be 2nd, tight for 3rd. Here they come. They're off and pacing. On the outside, Specs Adam left for the lead. There goes Desperate Cam moving through along the pylons to challenge. On the outside, moving up 3rd. Native Time coming away 4th. Little Bird John in 5th. Marengo Ace in 6th position to the quarter. Incredible Joe 2.5 lengths back to Shamrock Hurricane, followed by Unshakable Faith and the trailing horse Blue Chevy Express. They move on to the backstretch and race to the quarter. Desperate Cam, the leader, off a quarter in 28-4. Desperate Cam, the leader. Native Time moves quickly to challenge, and now Native Time takes the lead. Desperate Cam back to 2nd, racing in 3rd. Specs Adam, Little Bird John 4th. 2 lengths back, Marengo Ace now off stride. Off stride is Marengo Ace. Now taking over 5th, and 4 lengths back, 5th. Incredible Joe to the outside. Shamrock Hurricane moves up 6th. Blue Chevy Express 7th, racing in 8th is Unshakable Faith, far back off stride, Marengo Ace. Less than a half mile the pace in the nightcap. Specs Adam has taken the lead. Up on the outside, here comes Little Bird John, the challenge 2nd. Desperate Cam ranging up on the outside 3rd. Native Time 4th, moving quickly on the outside 5th. Shamrock Hurricane, and he's 3 lengths from the leader. Inside with no place to go is Incredible Joe. Heads are turned for home, and from the outside, Little Bird John now takes the lead. 3 quarters, 1:27-1. They're in the stretch. Little Bird John, the leader. Desperate Cam closing up on the outside 2nd. Racing up on the outside 3rd is Shamrock Hurricane. Specs Adam dropping back 4th towards the inside in 5th. Native Time, a late move on the outside of horses by Incredible Joe. Little Bird John on the inside, on the outside, Desperate Cam. Little Bird John, Desperate Cam hanging 2nd. Little Bird John in front. Desperate Cam 2nd. Shamrock Hurricane 3rd. Native Time along the inside, back for 4th.